How's everybody doing? I want to talk about a subject. I want to talk about what's been going on lately. I've had a couple lives where I talk about barriers of interracial relationships. And, I defend interracial relationships, especially when it's black women, white men, because I think that's the group that's attacked most of the time when it comes to haters. Now, in reality, most people are okay with interracial dating and marriage, but there are a number of people that aren't. And when you get haters in there, it seems like the biggest target is black women, white men. It's for some reason, people lose their mind. Well, the haters I'm talking about, when they see a black woman opening up her options, and especially with a white guy. For some reason, when it comes to people that believe in being segregated, they really get mad at this one. But that's a group that's actually having a lot of success when it comes to interracial marriages. When it comes to interracial marriages, black women and white men are the longest lasting. And, and when you go through the stats, black women have a better chance of a long-lasting marriage with a white man than with a black man, statistically, okay? I mean, you can have success with either or. I'm not saying one's better than the other, because one is not. But statistically, there's more of a success when it comes to black women, white men. And, I think a lot of times the reason is we're strategic in our thinking. And in our communities, we're expected to perform. We're expected to go that extra mile. We're expected to make things happen, And when we come together, we hit the ground running. And a lot of times, we make it happen. We make it work. And we're successful when it comes to love, marriage. And a lot of times economically, we're successful. I know when I married my wife, we moved up the ladder. And when I say that, I'm talking about within our marriage. It grew stronger through the years. And then through our careers, we moved up. We're not rich, but we're pretty well off. We live a decent life, and it's because I have a good wife that supports me, that backs me up, that has my best interest in mind. And I have my best interest in her. And when black women and white men get together and they love each other, they're going to be successful. They're going to make it work. And we're seeing it in society. And I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's awesome. And we need to promote it. We need to embrace it. Look, I've been married 28 years to a black woman. And I've been happy every year. Has there been ups and downs? Sure. All marriages have it. But our love is stronger than our problems. Our love is stronger than society. Our love is stronger than our communities. We're individuals that chose our path. We chose each other. We chose love. And love, we've been able to conquer the haters. We've been able to conquer what society thinks, what our communities think, and we've been able to move forward. And we need to embrace this, because statistically, amazing things are happening. And we're a lot of times seen as the power couple because we're making it happen. We're making it work. We're defying the odds. When it comes to race relations, we're doing it. And a lot of people early on didn't think it would be as successful as it is. People assumed it would be a failure. When I got married, a lot of people I knew didn't think it would last. A lot of people in my family didn't think it would last. And it's not that they were against it. They just didn't think it'd work, because black woman, white man, I mean, you're going to have problems automatic, right? Society don't accept it. The communities don't accept it, right? That's what we've been told all our life. But we've defied the odds. We've made it work. And in actuality, when it comes to black women and white men being successful, it's not an exception to the rule. It's actually the rule. The exception, I would say, is when it don't work. you know. And marriages across the board, regardless of what group you're in, has failure and success. And when black women, white men get together, we're strategic most of the time. We have a plan. We go beyond the here and now. A lot of times we're looking to get married, have a family. Sometimes people might come into an interracial relationship from a hurtful beginning. And that can turn into a blessing. You know, I would say if you're going interracially date, though, you got to heal. You got to love yourself, and you got to love who you're with. You know, and you got to be there for them all the way. And we're seeing that's happening. We're seeing that it's working. And, you know, I like to promote interracial relationships. I like to tell you about the blessings. I love to tell you about my wife. I love to tell you how much I love her and how successful we've been and the things she's done for me. And it's not that I'm harping on it. I'm just sharing a blessing that I have. And I've seen other couples that have that blessing, that have true love when it comes to black women, white men. And I've seen black women have, you know, successful marriages with men of other races, Hispanic and Asian. And I support all of it because I believe we should be able to go where we want to and be able to go where we're celebrated, where we're loved. And if it happens to be, if you're white and it happens to be a black woman that loves you, go for it. Or vice versa. Or a white guy loves a black woman and they fall in love. It's a beautiful thing. And we're being successful in our community. And that's the dynamic I'm in. So I'm passionate when it comes to interracial relationships, especially black women, white men, because that's my story. That's my 28-year story right now. A story of love, success, happiness. And I couldn't have done it without choosing the wife I did. And without God, it wouldn't have worked. But when you put God in the mix and you have a beautiful woman that loves you and has awesome character, you're blessed. And I see so many blessings in black women. I see so many things black women are doing that are amazing. And I'm telling you, I tell men all the time, you know, that I work with. I tell them, I say, look at what black women are doing. Check them out. Look at how successful they are. You know they're beautiful, right? Yeah, there's that racial barrier. Yeah, you're going to have to fight to, you know, have her in your life. I had to for my wife. I had to stand up against haters, stand up against family, so-called friends. And I had to put my wife first. And I did it with no problem. You know, that's a welcome sacrifice to do that. I want to do that. I want to stand up to people to protect my wife. Because my wife is my love, my everything. She is my queen. She's my wife, mother of my children. The woman I put above all women on this earth. I chose her to be my wife. And, you know, she's a black woman. And I see a lot of traits my wife has that other black women have. And it's a beautiful thing. And we haven't opened our eyes in society and really seen how beautiful